So a series of witch markings have been discovered carved into walls at Wookey Hole. The symbols were originally thought to be graffiti, but experts now believe they were carved to ward off evil spirits there. Experts from Bristol University who've studied the markings said they dated from about 1550 to 1750. Chris Bindings from the university.
Well, the ones in Wookey Hole are of a particular type, and they look like a capitalised letter W, but actually it's two overlapping, what are called conjoined V's, which stands for Virgin of Virgins. It's a Marian mark, so it's effectively invoking the intervention of Mary to offer protection for certain parts of houses, and in this particular instance a cave. So it looks like a W. There are other shapes of ritual protection marks on record, but these are the ones under question.
And with regard to dating these things, how do you work out what time period they're from?
Okay, well, there's actually an immense number of these marks throughout the country, and they also extend into Europe as well, and they are largely dated from association with buildings, so you can do dating on vernacular architecture and get the dates that way.
So it sounds to me then, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, that whoever was actually inhabiting the caves at the time was trying to ward off something that they weren't very happy with.
I think it's a fair presumption. Certainly the evidence is quite strong in that regard. The Wookey Hole is very famous. It's got a very strong culture of association with the supernatural, which actually dates back as early as the 2nd century AD. There was a writing called the Stromata, which was... the cave was famous in the Roman Empire because the cave made unusual, supernatural, almost sort of sound phenomena, which were inexplicable. So it gained notoriety for that, and that probably gave birth to the idea that the site was very special indeed. It was also used in the mausoleum by the Romano-British who used the cave over a 600-year period. And then later on, a female took residence in the cave, which gave birth to the association with witches there. So the cave's got a very rich history of supernatural activity. Whether or not you believe in the supernatural doesn't really matter. The circumstantial evidence is strong that certainly it was believed to be a site where things happened, and that would therefore attract the attention of people whose role it was. Whether or not it was an ecclesiastical role, or if it was people just doing their own ad hoc good luck charms, we don't know.
All things considered, though, it sounds like an important find.
The cave, Wookey Hole, actually has over 50 of these marks. The reason we've got news with this one is I work as a caving technical advisor and caving instructor, and Wookey have created an adventure route which takes in part of the original medieval route into the cave, the modern day show cave route. It's the 19th anniversary this year, and that was created in 1927. But the adventure route, which is a new thing this year, follows the medieval access route, which was written about, the first time we heard about it was in 1470. Simeon, a chap called William of Worcester and Simon Simeon wrote a very detailed account of the route that they took into the cave, and this is actually part of the East Passage, which is away from the show cave, is used by the adventure route, and it was only when we were going through there about 2 months ago we noticed these collection of graffiti, and it's largely the ritual protection marks, these sort of good luck symbols on the original medieval route into the cave. So that's the exciting thing.
And people will be able to see them, therefore.
Indeed, if anyone doing the adventure caving route, which is this new thing, will be walking straight past them. Literally, you are 12 inches away from them, but they are on the other side of the conservation tape, so we want to protect them.
Interesting stuff, isn't it? Chris Binding from Bristol University talking to me earlier about new cave carvings found at Wookey Hole.